right, do the live stream. I can tell you, I'm just doing it to stay up tonight. I'm kind of whipped tonight. I just don't have anything on TV where I feel like watching right now. I'm just doing this to stay up. See if you need any more light. Crazy. It says one person watching. That's crazy. All right. I turned on the old tablet here. That's what I use for my source of news. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm a little hot right now. I gotta open the window. I don't want to pass out. Oh, I gotta maneuver it. Oh, jeez. I'm all cramped in here. Oh. My feet are cold, but just kind of. Oh, okay. Whew. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's start off the bidding. Alrighty then. Whew. Let's see if I. Okay, let's see. Getting it all ready to go. Wow, your channel was not is a zero? How come I'm not saying it's live? Sports news. Why doesn't it say it's live? I don't get it. There it says it. Okay, live. One watching? That's gotta be me. All right, let's see. Adjusting for my bald head. Oh, geez, that's hilarious. I'm so vain. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at it on the tablet here. I see Pedro. He doesn't want to talk to me because I told him the XFL game was tonight. Tomorrow night, Pedro. Sorry. I'll see if I can get a live stream on that tomorrow. All right, I guess I'll take that off right now. Okay, let's go to. All right, sports news today. That was weird how it didn't say it was. It didn't say it was live. That's weird. Okay, so let me go off of this. Go to this. Let's see. Sports news. All right. Perfect. Okay, I'll try this sports net again. It's probably going to be a lot of hockey first. Okay, let's see. Wednesday night hockey. Avalanche versus Maple Leafs on Sportsnet. I don't know why I don't feel like watching it. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not a NHL hockey fan like I used to be. I used to devour that. I used to love watching hockey. I don't know. I just don't really. Don't know why I don't care anymore. But I remember, I remember going back to the day in the '80s. I used to watch them on Global, or then TSN, and then Saturday night, of course, or Hockey Night in Canada. Just, so the Wednesday night hockey, Avalanche versus Maple Leafs on Sports. And watch live. I just turn the TV on and watch it live. All right. Okay, World Baseball Clinic. Sorry, Clinic. World Baseball Classic. Canada on brink of elimination at World Baseball Classic after a loss to Mexico. Yeah, Mexico's gonna have a good team. I mean, there is a lot of Mexican players that are dying to just make it to the major leagues. Who is, even if you're in Canada, who isn't dying to make the major leagues? But if you're, money, money, money. Yeah. Let's see. How bad was it? Oh no. How bad was it? How bad a loss? Let's see. In Phoenix, the Canadians gave themselves a chance to move on at this World Baseball Classic and control their own fate on the final day of pool play, with no need to wait for help and hope the tiebreaker math landed right. Really, given the star power on the sidelines due to injury, insurance issues, or club situations, how many people not wearing those red and white jerseys with all the small lettering on the front believe they even do that? Right? In that sense, taking the field Wednesday afternoon at Chase Field for a win and in clash with Mexico on the banks of emergent talents like Juan Julian Julian Lopez, Bo Nyler, and Owen Cassie, steadied by the steady determination of Tyler O'Neill, was an accomplishment in itself. Oh, okay. That's a cold comfort now that 10-3 loss to the Mexicans before a crowd of 17,245 left their hopes of a quarterfinal berth dependent on a Colombian upset of the powerhouse Americans. Ooh, good luck. With enough offense to skew the runs against by Oates recorded in their favor. At 3-1, Mexico is through, and the Americans 2-1 can join them with a win over Colombia 1-2 in the nightcap that also prevents a three-way tie for second with Canada. Hence, only long odds now for that trip to Miami, which hurts as is should for a group pushing towards bigger things. Still, unlike the 0-3 showing at the last World Classic, there's a form. Freddie Freeman. All right. I guess you got to hope for some things to go right for Canada to go to the next round. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. That's just greatness one for this pass. Okay. Guerrero Jr. doesn't hold back in return from knee injury, doing it all for Blue Jays. Is this still spring training? I don't know what's going on over there. Bettman open. Okay, NHL. Bettman open to talks with the NHLPA on increasing 2023 salary cap by more than $1 million. Okay, I guess that's per team. Like, all right. Sportsnet's 2023 draft odds prospects. I'll click on that because I'm not sure how that works with the how does the salary cap work? I never really got into it. After meeting with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, the league's general managers are leaving Florida with the expectation the salary cap will rise by a million to 83.5 million for next season. I wonder if each team could spend 83.5 million dollars. Is that I? How does a team like Phoenix even get close to doing a cap? Like who? I don't know how does it work? So the possibility may have more to play with free agency in July does, however, appear more than alive when it did with the board of directors. Board of Governors meeting was held at nearby Breakers Hotel in December. Would have to grow by roughly 150 million over the next in order to pay off the remainder of the debt the players owe the owners due to the pandemic. Whoa, whoa! I didn't even realize that. Batman said league revenues would have to grow by roughly 150 million over the NHL's projections in order to pay off the remainder of the debt the players owe the owners due to the pandemic. I just cannot figure that out. He also said the first time opened the door to negotiations with new executive director NHLPA Marty Walsh to have the cap rise higher than a million, even if the debt isn't fully paid off by the end of the season. It could be a discussion, Batman said. We're heading along the bend from players and others that may be interested in having that. But one thing to keep in mind if we're going to raise the cap and the escrow hasn't been paid off, is then we're going to have to look at raising the escrow rates, which under the CBA extension 2020 is locked into the last 3 years of the CBA term at 6%. So if you're going to raise the cap prematurely, then you're going to have to look at the escrow percentage as well. The two are inextricably tied together. Whether or not the players will go for that, rather than complete their payments for the season, except their final escrow payments will be made next season ahead of a significant increase in the salary cap is unknown. Now I can't click on that. Okay. Meanwhile, even if the general feeling is that there'll still be a debt to clear by season's end, Bettman feels the NHL's rebound from the pandemic has still been a great success. Okay, sure. We're back from COVID really strong. Our revenues are approaching the 6 billion range, and they're at an all-time high. Attendance is strong. TV and media revenues are strong. Sponsorship supports is great. I don't know. I'm not sure. $6 billion. Is that how much the $6 million man would cost today? $6 billion. Steve Austin. He can rebuild them at an inflated rate of $6 billion for 2023. Ooh, that threats to that could be the recent bankruptcy filing of regional television partner Diamond Sports Group, Bally Sports, and the uncertain future of regional partner AT&T Sportsnet, where the league forced to broadcast its own games initially allocated to those partners through the end of the regular season. It's possible it would affect the NHL's current projection, though we don't know to what extent, if any, it would. Obviously, it's not inexpensive to run. It's not inexpensive to run sports channels, or would or wouldn't be in the situation they're in. But the commissioner said that it stands all regional broadcasts will be provided by partners through the end of the regular season. Bettman confirmed Wednesday that bids on the Senators have been received and phase two of the process will soon be undertaken. He calls interest in the franchise robust and meaningful and significant and said it could be a matter of weeks before the team officially changes hands. I don't know. There's a lot of rosy projection, I guess. I'm not sure why I'm not a huge NHL fan. I just don't know what happened. No desire to change divisional playoff format, despite certain players polled at All Star Weekend expressing an interest in seeing the NHL reverting back to a more traditional playoff format where the first seeds play the eighth seed in the first round. Bettman said the appetite for change from both the league and its GMs is negligible. I'm not sure. There isn't much different between either format, Bettman said. We think, and I think it's concurred with the general managers, that what we've got works really well. Were the playoffs to commence Wednesday, two of the top six teams in the NHL standings would be eliminated after the first round. Still, Bettman doesn't see that as an issue. I know that some people may have a preference for doing things differently, he said, but this is working well and we're not looking to make any changes. I don't know. I just don't know what to think. I don't know. Yikes. There's no hard and fast rule of benching players for NHL games ahead of the trade deadline, but it is generally assumed both the league and the NHLPA frown upon teams doing it without having trades involving any such players near complete. I don't, yeah. This season saw several players scratched from games for trade-related purposes and done so for an unprecedented length of time before trades they were involved were actually completed. Although this is a subject discussed at GM meetings, it's not one the NHL tends to act on immediately. Yeah, because it's only once. It's not that big deal. It's not till not a long time from now. The fact is that we had an issue with clubs icing the best, most competitive teams. Said that we don't have load management issues. We haven't had those issues. This is as close as we ever seen to that. We've Bettman also said that there also no issue in teams such as Arizona using cap space to acquire players who will help them reach the floor without ever playing for them. Jeez. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. When asked about surfacing reports regarding potential NHL expansion to Houston, Atlanta, not again. What, third time's a charter? Bettman said there continues to be a number of people, entities, and cities expressing interest in having an NHL franchise where they don't have one. Places like Atlanta, he did it twice. Okay, first it moves to Calgary, then it moves. The second time it moves to Winnipeg, and who's it? I don't get it. Who's and then Houston? How's Dallas doing these days? Quebec City. No, Quebec City it can happen. That one could work. We're not in expansion mode right now. It's not really. Of course, they're not expansion mode. You just mentioned places like Atlanta and Houston. I, what's this dying interest in Atlanta and Houston? Yeah, it's so weird. Oh, okay. Let's switch gears here. The Connor Bedard sweepstakes will be settled on May 8th when the NHL draft lottery takes place. Yeah, I guess he's slated to go number one overall. Whoever gets him in the draft lottery. avoid teams from tanking with the lottery. Batman also provided an update on other critical dates on the NHL calendar. April 17th, start of the playoffs. June 3rd, the tentative start of the. It could move up. Okay, June 3rd is the tentative start of the Stanley Cup final. I'm not. I just. Yay. On the 3rd, you're going to start the Stanley Cup finals? I don't know what to think anymore. I mean, if you're not. There's a lot of places. If Toronto Maple Leafs aren't in it, it's pretty well. It's just not the same. No. The scouting combine is June 4th in Buffalo. The June 26th is the NHL awards. June 28th, 29th, the NHL draft is in Nashville. All right. I'll be right back. I got to use the facilities. I drank a lot of diet root beer. Oh man, waiting for my meal. I drank so much root beer. Oh my gosh. I will be right back. I'm going to put that in there. Let's see. I will be right back. I can see if I'm just doing this for myself. When I replay it, I'll remember where I kind of took off and came back. Oh. Whew. Oh, I better close the window. It's actually getting cold. I'm kind of cold to this right now. Oh. Whoa. Oh, it's not bad. It's got some fresh air in here, though. I'm good right now. There's lots of good fresh air. Okay. Predators Pony at center of attention on quiet first day at GM meetings. GMs wonder if foreign players can be exempt from Canada House purchasing law. I don't know. That's such like okay. Canada House purchasing law. Oh, why purchase a house if foreign players can be exempt? I don't understand. Why not just rent? Why not just rent? You don't I don't get it. Predator, you gotta make special exemption for a few players. I don't know. See, Predator's Polly at center. What's so special about Polly? Predator's Polly at center of attention on quiet day at GM meetings. No one in attendance would have been better suited than David Polly explaining why day one of the NHL general manager meetings in sunny Florida generated little in the way of news. I don't know. I really find that as caretakers of the game fully started after the first 3 hour meeting of scheduled for the week, we're more tweaking the game and there's not those big huge topics at the moment. The longest tenured GM in NHL history has been at these meetings for over 4 decades. He's played a mental role in some of the biggest shifts we've seen emanating from them. He ranked the institution of video replay in the early 1990s as perhaps the biggest one he had a hand in, and he feels hockey is in such good shape at the moment that not much to change. Tony and the other 31 GMs on hand did ever discuss some tweaks that could be at the horizon. Well, here's some tweaks here. They broke into smaller groups and discussed a potential expansion of video review pertaining to ensure a high sticking call or puck over the glass penalty is merited. And they talked about what could be done to curb fighting after clean hits. Oh yeah, let me look into. I'm gonna look into that one. The NHL game that's gonna look like cartoon characters. I want to see if they're wait. Are they gonna show fighting? are they gonna are they gonna show fighting to the kids? Hey, look, kids. Oh, yeah, the referees are supposed to be chickens. I think that's hilarious. It's just hilarious. Let me check this out. Let me just see that. Let's see. Talk into it. See. NHL game which looks makes the characters look. Sorry. I start over. That one really screwed that one up. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. NHL game where players will look like cartoon characters. Okay, an NHL broadcast will look like a video game tonight, and a chicken will drop the puck. Why do they take a chicken of all animals? That is weird. Capitals and Rangers players will become 3D avatars, and characters from Big City Greens will appear as goalies. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I could. Okay, the NHL will air its first ever animated hockey game. Has anyone ever done that? NHL has revealed their favorite cartoon growing up. I don't know. I guess. Wow, I don't think anybody's gonna pick Bugs Bunny. I mean, that's for an older generation. Let's see. The NHL will air its first. What is it gonna look like? I got to lower the volume because it's on YouTube. I don't want to. I don't want to cause or get a stupid strike with nobody's watching get a strike when nobody's watching it. That's just pathetic. Hey. Let's see. Is this the practice run here? Okay, this is what it really looks like. I'm not sure how it's geared towards. Like how young is it geared towards? Let's see. Welcome to Big City. Oh, Big City Greens. Disney Big City Greens. What's with the stick figures? That's it. Ah, the characters look like they're for really small age group. Like I'm talking. Oh boy, boy, did I make a mistake doing on that? Now I got ads for Merry Little Lambs here. Oh my gosh, mistake you can make. You gotta take it. I gotta take it out of my history later on. Oh gosh, I really don't want cartoon suggestions, especially brand new cartoon suggestions geared towards young. I really have no interest in that at all. Okay, that was almost a big mistake to do that. If I'd known it would have caused. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's see. I should. I just get. I'm gonna be a complete Weisenheimer and say that. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna just try to be funny and ask this question and say, in tonight's NHL animated game, will they show fighting? Ooh, that NHL Big City Dreams Classic adds new dimension to Rangers Capitals game. I don't think anybody's NHL partners with ESPN and Disney has produced ever first. Well, are they gonna, are they gonna show two? Are they gonna show two cartoon characters going at it? Well, players going at it for really showcase your game that night, right? Whoa! Why did they let them fight in ice hockey? Oh, that's a different one. Oh, people also ask. That was the thing I thought I was going to get the answer to. Why did they let them fight in ice hockey? Well, there's only let's see how many leagues can you fight in? Allow fighting makes the sport safer overall by holding players accountable. Really? That's probably a bogus excuse, but I don't really care. I'm not. I don't want to be. That's the thing, though. If there are people. If you take a stance and say, "Well, is it really true and all that about fighting and all that?" You get people that are just diehards, and they probably don't even watch hockey, but they just want to. In their minds, they want to be like, "Oh yeah, I got to keep fighting." Okay, but do you watch the sport? And it's like, yeah, like let me see yeah, I'll go to that one instead. Okay, let it do the talking for me because I don't care. I just don't even care anymore. I only brought it up for fun. I'm just trying to be funny. Where I said, will they show fighting if they in tonight's NHL game? What about scrums and that? Like, are they going to show any scrums and how about a high stick or a cross check? Yeah, how are they gonna pass the penalties off? That's a question no one asked today. Let's ask that question. In tonight's animated NHL hockey game, how are they gonna show the penalties to the kids? That's not interviewing younger kids in the penalty box. NHL announces rule trades for video review. The GMs discuss clean fit. It's just too fresh right now. Let's see. Okay. Is it true that if there's no fighting in NHL, the fans won't watch? Let's see. What percentage? Oh, what the hell does that mean? What does that even mean? Seven reasons why fighting needs to stay in the NHL. This is the Bleacher Report. Okay. Let us see. Let's see. All the talk about concussions and head trauma in NHL has once again rekindled the debate about place of fighting in today's NHL. How old is this? December 2011. As I figured, a couple of years old. There is no tragic events after the summer with. Is that 2001 or 2011? 2011. That's not too. This is how old, and they're still doing it. Call it grotesque, call it infantile, call it whatever you want. The simple fact of the matter is that fans like fights in the hockey game. Okay, so you're so okay, but if someone's going to come back and say, well, okay, if that's the case, then you're saying that if there's no fighting, there would be no NHL. Like, really? Is that like there's going to be no fans in the stands because there's no fighting? Is that what? Like you're gonna get like that kind of argument. It just I don't. I just don't know what to say. Not only the most not only do most hockey fans like the element that fighting adds to the game, but fighting has a large appeal to casual. Okay, I don't even know how to answer that one without getting into a silly discussion with someone that's okay. How many times can you ever heard someone say that they came to yes, good one. How many times have you heard someone say they came to a game simply so they could see a fight? Really? Thank you. Whoever wrote that one down. Yeah, really. Like, come on. I don't know. Yeah, how many fans did you hear say, "Oh, I'm only gonna, yeah, I came to see a good fight." Really? You didn't go see a hat trick. You didn't go see a good save, but you went to go see two guys that don't belong on a team if they other than they have some marginal hockey skills, and if their hockey skills aren't that great, they're gonna quote unquote drop the gloves right after the puck drops, so that way they kind of screw up the play, the rest of the play. Like what's that called again? The staged fighting. Yeah. Well, there you go. Staged fighting. Disturbing and romantic as it may be, fighting helps put fans in the stands and money in the team's bank account. I don't know. It impacts the game. Announcers are quick to point out how several guys will drop the gloves in order to fire up the team. Scoring a goal is not going to help. Really? One guy who's famous for fighting to light a fire under his team is Jerome McGinley. If he feels like the team needs a spark, he'll find someone to go with. Okay. Fighting has a real impact on the game, a lot more than just two guys tossing bombs at each other because they don't like the other guy's face. Okay. Momentum shifts can be attributed to fights. Teams will credit their fighter with wins because he went out and set the tone for a game. Okay, if you're gonna buy that at face value, let's go back to the whole thing about two players that don't belong on the ice except for their fighting skills, with marginal skating ability and whatever puck handling they got. Now, a lot of players were really good players in their minor league days, but what I'm gonna say is that NHL there's only so many NHL caliber players you can to reach that extra goal of NHL caliber. It's pretty tough. And let's see. And here's the thing. So with that, okay, those are the metrics that they're using here. And then people are gonna say, like, don't scream at me, don't scream at the messenger. I'm only pointing stuff out that's very, very obvious that people don't want to face. Is okay, those are the metrics that they're using about to like to was it? Oh yeah, the metrics was a team that they'll give a team the boost. Okay, so you're saying two players, both players equally, kind of don't really belong on a team if it wasn't for their fighting skills, but they have marginalized puck handling, uh, at least adequate skating ability. So they will both drop the gloves as soon as the puck is dropped. So they're not really going to be in the play. So they're going to fight it out or duke it out, the old-fashioned word. And then the one who wanted to do this to prop up his team if he loses the fight, doesn't that go counterproductive of everything that was probably trying to achieve? Like, I'm just throwing it out there for fun, okay? Total fun. I I don't want to be like someone. If I won't say this outside this live stream because no one's listening to this live stream. Anybody want to comment and go right? I don't know what to say. Like, is that's your answer is to be to throw violence in my direction? That's your it's I said it and I'll say it again. I don't care if fighting is in the NHL or not. I I'm not going to all of a sudden start watching NHL hockey again because of because there's going to be a guaranteed fight of the night. You know what I mean? They're like two like they're gonna what yeah why don't they just do that between periods? Why don't they get two guys that could be MMA fighters? They're part of the team, okay? Uh, Whip out the carpet out there. Uh, go on rubber blades with made out rubber soles, like so they don't slip on the ice before the Zamboni comes out, and they get to duke it out. Okay, one will be with the speedo on, with the shorts on, or whatever it says. One team belongs to one team, and the other guy will be belonging to the other team. So, in between two periods, there's going to be a 5 minute round, best two out of three, and if it's tied, then the third period they'll have a third period break where they can do the third round in case of two for so that way you don't need to fight during the game because you're going to have these two players that are going to duke it out for you, like two guys that like. Well, I guess the rules will be they'll have to do like they can't. Okay, you won't be able to tackle player. It's gonna be all they're allowed to do is like boxing, just kind of like boxing, and kind of like and like I said, uh, they'll duke it out, okay, and they'll have judges, okay. Now this prevent the staged fight. Remember, they just make up their own beefs why they hate the other team, like whatever. Okay, now so the first period you got player A versus player B. Okay, so if player A wins the first period, okay, then between the second and third period, or that'd be the first and second period. Then the second and third period, if player A was previous, I think did I say player A won the first round? So if player A wins the second round, no need for that third one because remember it's two out of three bouts, and so if that way, if there is a real fight, which I have a legitimate beef between two players, that I really don't see an argument against or for. I mean, two players that have a stake in, an interest in not wanting to be sitting on a penalty box for 5 minutes, and we're talking 5 straight minutes where you can't leave the box for at least 5 minutes of ice time. So, and yeah, so someone that's on the fourth line, barely getting minutes in the game, is going to think twice about fighting for no reason, unless he's really peed off that at another player. And if two players want to duke it out, you could. That's the old like okay, both in agreement they want to fight. But I'm just trying to say that if you're trying to like about the motivation to do a fight to motivate, then I just said it. Like, why not just have your stage boxers, whatever fighters between periods? Like they're part of the team, they're getting paid by the team, and like I don't know. At least they'll be equal, like the tale because it involves like fighting, as in like they're actually going to fight. then there'll be weight classes. Like they'll they'll have to be of equal caliber in a sense, like a boxing commission, making sure that the like someone's not boxing against someone that doesn't belong in the ring. Like that kind of deal. So I just figured it out there. Like I said, if two players want to fight, I honestly have no opinion on it. Like if two players really want to duke it out, and it goes back to the rules of like, well, they both want to engage in a fight, let them fight. Now, like I said, if they have something at stake at it, besides motivation for the rest of the team, when you're a nobody on the team, but it's like, now, like I said, now, well, I'm just saying that prevent the stage fighting from happening, and like I said, in between period. Now, remember, it's going to be 20 minutes between periods, not 15. That extra 5 minutes, well, that's the 5 minutes that people aren't going to go to the stands to go get something to eat, like, because hey, they're going to be glued to in this corner for the Calgary Flames. It's player A. In this corner for the Edmonton Oilers, Calgary B. And then the announcers and play-by-play be like, oh, they really got a beef because this is a hometown rivalry. You got Edmonton versus Calgary. And, 5 minutes, round one, ding ding. Actually, I think you can only do 3 minutes in boxing. 5 minutes is too long. So that's even better. So you give them 3 minutes to kind of duke it out in the center of the ring, center of the ice, with on what, I don't know, like a carpet, and roll out the big carpet so they don't slide all over the place. I don't know about being on skates. Should they be on skates? Then we're carrying this too far. That's carrying this farce too far if they're on skates and duking it out. But I'm just being funny. I am totally being funny. Like I said, if fighting, I'll just wrap it up by saying, if fighting is between two players who both agree that they want to duke it out, fine, okay. But if it's just like staged between two players that really don't belong on the team, they're only there on the team, and they're finding ways to motivate, and the other guy's gonna probably say, "Yeah, I gotta fight because I don't want to look like I'm backing down." What's the point of being on this team? So I'm just cutting the middle, man. Hey, you guys, go at it. You know, uh, like go at it between the first and second round. Go at it between the second and third round. And if knockdown, remember, it's just a knockdown that counts as a round win. You don't have like it's just a quick. Well, you got judges too. Judges, quick judges scoring. Whatever. Let the crowd. No, you can't do the crowd because they will always pick the home team roughly, unless it's in like Buffalo. Buffalo, you got more Toronto fans. But I'm just throwing it out there for fun. And I know it sounds farcical and all that, but I'm just saying, you just don't throw, just don't use like illogical logic to come at me with like things like that. Whatever. It's like I'm just gonna be fun. So I'll switch gears on that. I'm probably gonna get fighting in ice hockey in Wikipedia. Let's see. Fighting is an established tradition in North American ice hockey with a long history that involves many levels of amateur. I don't know about amateur anymore. I'm not sure you can find an amateur hockey in Canada, even in Canada anymore. And professional play includes some notable fights. Fights may be by enforcer or goons. Players whose role is to fight and intimidate on a given team and are governed by a system of unwritten rules that players, coaches, officials, and the media will to refer as the code. That's what I'm getting at. Is getting rid of this. That's exactly what I'm getting here to say. Get rid of this. But get rid of this. They show a picture of the two skaters fight one another during the 2008 Calder Cup final as a linesman Watches behind. Calder Cup is the AHL. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty well. Yeah, they even got your AHL player trying to make it to the NHL. Unique among North American professional teams, the National Hockey League and most minor do not eject players for outright for fighting, although they do so more flagrant violations as part of the fight. But major European and collegiate hockey, oh yeah, you're in college, yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not. They're not going to allow fighting in a collegiate hockey game. That's kind of nutty. And multi-game suspensions may be added to the top of the ejection. Yeah, of course, it's college. It's not. This is not professionals here. Therefore, the vast majority of fights occur in the NHL. Okay. Physical play contact consisting of allowed techniques as checking and prohibited. Uh, See, that's the problem. Is with the problem with hockey is they allow the finish the check thing. Like, why are they allowed to finish the check when the puck's long gone? Okay, that would probably eliminate a lot of fighting right off the bat, right off the hop. If the player doesn't have the puck anymore, you're not allowed to just keep on trying to paste the player into the boards. But hockey's like, oh no, people come to see that. Really? So you're telling me that more people are going to want to go see a player get pasted against the boards than when Elvis Ovechkin scores to break or tie Wayne Gretzky's record? Like, what's going to be? Tell me the truth here. Like, anyone, tell me the truth here. What's going to be more interest to watch? Like, two two people that don't really belong on a team drop the gloves when the puck is dropped immediately when the puck is dropped, or when Alex Ovechkin scores a tying or winning or breaking Wayne Gretzky's record. Like, how much media are there for when Alex Ovechkin's going to tie Wayne Gretzky's record and break his record? Maybe in a couple of years from now, or a year from now, this year. But I don't think it can happen this year. There's not enough. There's not enough games left in points. So yeah, like the amount of media is the who's who of hockey is going to be there. So with all this fighting, where's this who's who of hockey? And I don't know what to make out of it. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I just try to be logical about it. You gotta let it happen, whatever. History. There's some problems and bad ones. There are a number of theories behind the integration of fighting into the game. The most common is that the relative lack of rules in the early hockey history of hockey encouraged physical intimidation and control. Other theories include the poverty and high crime rates of local Canada. I don't know about that. The elimination of some features, such as the blue lines, actually encouraged fighting due to increased levels of physical play. Creation of the blue lines allowed forward passing, but only in the neutral zone. Therefore, puck handlers played at close quarters and were subject to a great deal of physical play. I'm not sure. I'm just looking at this Wikipedia stuff. Uh, hey, what was it like to fight without fans? Is fighting necessary in hockey? Well, long fighting makes the sport safer overall. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. The pros and cons of fighting in hockey. Let's see. Con. Fighting in hockey leads to concussions, mental health problems, and death. Fighting at the professional level sets a bad example for kids. That's exactly what I was getting at. Like, yeah, are they going to show that? Are they going to show them fighting in that cartoon game? I don't know. Let's whatever. Mhm. Fighting in hockey rules. Should fighting be allowed in hockey pros? If not, should fighting be banned in all hockey? Unwritten rules of hockey. Fight. That's funny. All right, let's go. You know what? That is just too long on that topic. And well, the news. Okay, the news part was about fighting after a clean hit. Well, how do you? I, okay, you love fighting, but now you're gonna say, well, if there's a clean hit, then they shouldn't be allowed to fight. I'm kind of lost on that concept too myself. Remember, like I said, I really don't care if they fight or don't fight, but don't say things like to me, like don't say things like, "Oh, there's going to be no fans." Really, that's what's holding back hockey. Is that that's actually holding back hockey from getting uh, big, actually getting big in the states. Let's go. You know what? All right, sports news. Let's go back to sports news. Okay, let's see. CBC. I'll go to the CBC thing. I don't even know why it went on too long about fighting. I really don't care either way. Shouldn't even bother to even get into that topic. Canadian ski jumper Alex Lewick claims World Cup silver in Norway. Hmm. I can't figure it out. I close the window. I'm hot. What? Son of Flyers general manager Daniel Beer deeply sorry for shoving wheelchair downstairs. Whose wheelchair? It's 3 hours ago. That sounds weird. Whose wheelchair are we talking about? Security footage of shows Daniel Brier's son pushing the wheelchair down the stairs. A video tweeted Tuesday shows Carson Briere, the son of Gatineau NHLer Daniel Briere, pushing a person's wheelchair down a staircase at a bar over the weekend. Well, I thought it was at a hockey game or something like that. It's not in the same category. I thought it was. I thought it was. He was at a hockey game because remember, I think if his father's a general manager of a hockey team, it looks pretty bad. But this just looks bad any way you cut it. A son of former Gatineau hockey great Daniel Briere says he's deeply sorry for his actions after he was captured on camera pushing the wheelchair down. And says, "Are you sorry that you got caught?" Kind of deal. The incident involving Carson Briere, a hockey player at Mercyhurst University in Erie, Pennsylvania, happened at a bar over the weekend. Oh, probably alcohol was involved too. In a security camera video shared widely online, the younger Briere is seen chatting with another person at the top of a narrow staircase next to an unoccupied wheelchair. Briere sits briefly in a chair, stands up, and then shoves it down the stairs before returning to the bar's packed dance floor. Oh boy. I am deeply sorry for my behavior on Saturday, wrote Briere in a statement. There is no excuse for my actions, and I'll do whatever I can to make up for this serious lack of judgment. Daniel Briere scored 696 regular season points over the course of his 17-year NHL career. As his NHL career wrapped up in 2015, he transitioned to the front office position and just this month was named interim general manager of the Philadelphia Flyers. I was shocked to see Carson's actions in the video that was shared on social media yesterday. The elderly Briere wrote in his own statement. Well, he's got to be at least 21 years old because if it happened in the States, and in New York State, the drinking age is 21 minimal. So he's 21 years old. I don't know. It happens. I mean, you feel there's a weird feeling of like some outrage, and then going, we're all young and silly and stupid at one time in our life, and alcohol. Let's not excuse him. Like that's not to excuse his actions, but yeah, I can guess alcohol was a big factor in it, and yeah, we don't really know the whole story. Probably. Let's see. Does he say he was? Does he? Maybe he was actually okay. Sally Thomas, an accessible advocate in Ottawa, said that as a daily wheelchair user, she felt violated just hearing about it. I felt sick too. The final repercussion could also be significant. Even a basic wheelchair could cost at least 12,000, and depending on the damage, it could take weeks or months to fix. Oh wow! Depending on the wheelchair, though. I mean, I don't think the standard wheelchair you could find at a hospital would cost 12,000, but that's not good. A decent running car for the price of a wheelchair, said, I don't think it's an apology is enough. Wow. In the tweet, Mercyhurst University said it learning of the disturbing incident Tuesday, and that its Office of Student Conduct and its Police and Safety Department were both investigating. The private Roman Catholic University issued a more detailed statement Wednesday afternoon saying it had heard a considerable outcry from people. Yeah, but what happened to what happened to the wheelchair? That's a good point. What happened to it? Oh wow, they're showing it. Let's see. Is there it's security photos? I don't think there's any volume, anyways. Okay, let me see. It's like they described it. Ooh, there it is. Wow. Wow, that is just that is weird. There it is. Okay, it shows him sitting in it. Wow, watching that. watching that video, it's so weird. It's just, yeah, it's like they described it. The one guy put it at the edge, but it was Daniel Briere's son that was the one that actually pushed it down the stairs. Oh, that was weird. That was totally weird. Russia offers, this is kind of news and weird. Russia offers to host new sports event with China and India. What? What? India? Why are you getting involved with that? That's weird. What- Most sports bodies still imposing ban on Russia military ally Belarus. Yeah, like I really don't want to see any Russian hockey team in Canada right now, or Belarus, like or juniors, like, whatever. Just whatever. I don't need to see that. I get myself. Russia offered Wednesday to host a new multi-sports event for countries such as China and India that are members of a regional grouping known as the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. I don't understand why India is getting involved in it. Russian Russian President Vladimir Putin previously suggested creating the event that the like who I don't even here's Paris Olympics. I didn't even realize that the Paris Olympics were happening. I don't even that's how much I care about the Olympics, but it's just isn't it crazy that someone like someone in Russia cares about the Olympics more than I ever possibly will anymore? And I don't even I don't even know if anybody even cares about the Olympics anymore. Like seriously, like at certain age groups that I I I I honestly have like zero interest in the Olympics. Wow, do the XYZ generationers care about the Olympics? Like I don't know, just the naturalism in the Olympics. I don't know what to think. Canadian Olympians demand CDC withdraw support of neutral Russian athletes at Paris Games. Yeah, it's just a farce to do that. First of all, you get they fly whatever. They're it just doesn't make any sense. Russian and Belarusian athletes could compete as neutrals. Now, give me another reason to give me even a better reason to don't care about the Olympics. That's one of them right there, right off the hop. I couldn't. It's bad enough I don't give a crap about the Olympics. That would just make it too easy for me. You can watch your stupid Olympics all you want. Like whatever. Like just ridiculous. Let's see. Like does the millennials even care about millennials? Does anyone of the Gen Y Z Xers? Let's just ask that for fun. Do any of the young folk under 18 even care about the Olympics these days? Youth Olympic competing? No, no, no. Beyond the games, promoting sport and Olympic values in society. Youth Olympic Games. How do I don't know. Is there any interest in the Olympics under the age of 18? Right? Age limits 16. Do you have to be? I mean, interest. Is there a minimum age Olympics? What to know about it? How do you? Is the popularity of Olympics dwindling in the United States of America? The Olympics ratings sank precariously. Where's why? Here we go. People ask, are the Olympics getting less popular? I would say, yeah, they are. The diminished TV audience continues a downward trend that began before 2014, the year the NBC parent Comcast paid the IOC 7.75 billion for the rights to carry every Olympics from 2022 through 2032. But TV is part of this other story. Is Olympic viewership declining? Probably. You're getting a 42% decrease. I mean, like, I, it can only get worse. It can't. There's. I mean, let's just say it's going to get better, but it's not going to get better. Why don't people watching Olympics anymore? I don't know. There are likely no underlying factors provoking the lack of interest. For one thing, the last Olympic Games were just 6 months ago, as there have been a typically spaced out every 2 years, but there's been a general decline in TV rating for sports in recent years. I like this one. Americans are increasingly meh on the Olympics. I I just I don't know why I don't care about the Olympics anymore. Like what sport am I gonna think of? Let's see. Let's see. Um, Basketball. What's so special about basketball in the Olympics? I mean, I don't know. It came and went. You had your dream team, first team a lot. With what was it, 90? I forgot what year it was when the dream team, the original dream team, and Shaq wasn't on it. That was funny. They made the most bogus excuse why Shaq wasn't on the team. Instead, it was Christian Leitner. No idea. How did you not have Shaq on the team? Is bizarre. But even though they dominated every game I don't know. I mean, like if my thing is one of the things I remember about the Olympics is watching like something like obscure events that I think that should be watched is like weightlifting, usually dominated by steroids, but weightlifting was like something that's something that should be watched in the Olympics instead of like basketball. But yeah, uh, what else? Like you look at the sports, there's so many, and those weird sports that no one care. Why don't we just go to that? Let's instead of trying to figure out all the things I don't know what or don't know why I don't like the Olympics. Let me just see what Olympic sports are. Okay, what are the Olympic sports for the next Paris Games? I didn't know what year it was. Oh, breaking. Oh, man. Okay. What sport will be new at the Paris 2024 Olympics? Let's see. Skateboarding. I thought it was in already. I thought skateboarding was there already. Okay. Sport climbing. No idea. Surfing. How are they going to do surfing in Paris? What are they going to. How's that going to work? how where's there surfing in outside of France? Outside of Paris, where do you go? Like you have to go on coast, and I have no idea. That's a weird one. Surfing, breaking on the four additional sports proposed. Oh, proposed for the. I can't see surfing. It's just not like you're in the United States and you can go to Hawaii, California to do surfing, but in the ocean, like, I don't know. Around what are the let's see, what are the weird discontinued Olympic sports? I like to look at since the modern games in 1890, 10 sports have disappeared completely from the Olympic schedule. Well, you know what? Oddly enough, these are probably ones probably would have wanted to watch. Let's see. Croquet. I actually wouldn't mind watching croquet Olympics. That call it weird, but I would probably want to see croquet. How hilarious would that be? That would be hilarious to watch. Cricket. Nah, I'm not gonna watch cricket. Croquet is just for fun because I actually played croquet when I was young. Je me pas. Don't understand that one. Pelada. Polo. Yeah, I can see polo disappearing from the Olympics. I'm not watching. Rouge. Rouge. Rackets. Tug of war. Tug of war. I forgot about that one. Yeah. That's hilarious. Tug of war. You know what? It looks too much like a. It just looks too silly. Like you're having a tug of war. Lacrosse. Wow, they took it out. And motorboating. Oh yeah, real Olympic experience there. Motorboating. Yeah, that's pretty silly. I could see sailing because there is a lot of skill involved and physical activity involved in. But motorboating, that's kind of a different angle here. That's weird. Croquet, cricket, jeu de pame, jeu de pam. I don't even know what that is. We're gonna have to. Jeu de pam. Jeudepaume. Yeah. Better copy and paste that. I don't even. Okay, copy. Go to a new one. Let's see. Paste. Jeu de pam. Jeu de pam nowadays known as real tennis, court tennis, or is a ball and court game that originated in France. It was an indoor precursor to tennis played without rackets, and so game of the hand. Well, these were eventually. Wow. It kind of looks like handball with paddles or racquetball. I have no idea. Oh, that's too weird. No wonder that one dropped out. Let's see. Pelota. I never heard of pelota. Rouge. Rogue. What is rouge? Rouge as a sport. What the heck is that? Rouge is it's a sport. The sport called Roug. Roque roque is an American variant of croquet played in a hard, smooth surface. Popular in the first quarter of the 20th century and billed as the game of the century by its enthusiasts, it was an Olympic sport in the 1904 Summer Games, replacing croquet from the previous game. Oh, that looks the Olympic rood competition in 1904. I don't know, man. Curved clay court with arches. Summer obsolete, yes. Team members one on one. Yeah, they should have stuck with croquet. No, that's too bad. Rackets. Talking rackets. Okay, let's see. Sport called rackets. I never even heard of that one. Rackets. Never even heard of it. Rackets or rackets is an indoor racket sport played in the United Kingdom, in Canada, and the United States. The sport is infrequently called hard rackets to distinguish it from the related sport of squash, also called squash rackets. Okay. Let's see this one word. Pelota. 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 These games, a rubber cord ball, these games arose from the old French game known as jeu de pas. Varieties of this game are played in many parts of the world. Pelota court games. Pelota. Oh, don't they call it Hawaii? How to play box pelota. Fastest game. Doesn't that name change when it's in the States? Oh, it's not that curved one where you got that curved handle thing with the handle and you whip it against the wall. I think they're using rackets to kind of. I have no idea. That's pretty well not going to happen again. What's the difference between rook and croquet? While croquet is played with 6 wickets on or 9 wickets, rook is played with 10 archers, complete from a single and nine wicket. However, the two archers count as a single arch. Rook has 2 stakes as in non-croquet, the home stake and the turn stake. I don't know what I was playing. Maybe I was playing rook this whole time. Was that? Is croquet hard to play? Nah, I think it really is hard to play. Man, I just gotta switch gears and go to NFL news. I don't know if I even care about all that other stuff. Any NFL news. They got washed in that now. Okay. Oh. Aaron Rodgers says he intends to play for the Jets in 2023. All right. Aaron Rodgers says he intends to play for the Jets. Former MVP reveals his desire of trade from Packers to New York. Yeah, that's could be a problem for Buffalo to win. Who knows? I mean, that's 2 games. Hey, if they have a tie, if they're doing good, they have a tie. That's two. They beat the Bills twice that year. They could win that division, and then the next team would have to win on a wild card. Oh, this one. Who is losing this NFL team? I'm gonna say Chicago Bears. Arizona Cardinals. Ah, one of the two. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Can you be a fan of two NFL teams? Sure, why not? Well, who's stopping you? What is the least liked NFL team? That's a pretty strange question to answer. Let's see. What is the least liked? Depending on what sales of jerseys and that. And the Houston Texans are the least popular team. Okay, I guess they're not doing that great. Yeah. Who has the most fans in the NFL? I don't know. What do you base it on? Like population density versus Dallas, New York, New York. Yeah, well, you look at it. It's New York Jets, New York Giants, Dallas. Yeah, huge metropolitan areas. Of course, it's gonna make sense. Okay, Saints land NFL's rushing touchdown leader on 3-year deal. Ooh, good. Let's see. 2023 free agency tackler live updates follow every sighting trade. What time is it? 9:30. All right, we got that. Winners and losers of any. Okay, let's see. Latest NFL football news. Winners and losers of the NFL is okay. Officials say Aaron Rodgers says he intends to play for the Jets in 2023. Yes, you know that. Packers QB Aaron Rodgers says is to play for the New York Jets in 2023. Sure, why not? People ask what are the three oldest NFL teams? I'm gonna guess Arizona, Chicago, and Green Bay. Not in that particular order, but Arizona, Chicago, Green Bay, and the Giants. Or, okay, the league's still active. Trying to remember. Arizona Cardinals, Dallas Cowboys. Oh, that's the losingest. I thought it was. Oh, here's the three: the Chicago Cardinals. Now the Arizona Cardinals. The Decatur Staleys. Now the Chicago Bears. The Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I was right. I thought I guess the Giants came later. Oh, okay. The Decatur Staleys. Now the Chicago Bears. Wow, that was the. Yeah, I remember that. The Decatur Staleys was the Chicago Bears. Who was the oldest NFL player ever? George Blanda. Where is it? Where is that again? Where was that? Who was the oldest NFL player ever? George Blanda? Yes, I got it right. George Blanda, the oldest player to play in the NFL. Blanda was a quarterback and place kicker who played for NFL for 26 seasons. He retired in 1975 at the age of 48. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait, how old was Tom Brady? Wait, wait. What's Tom Brady's age? How, he didn't want to try to beat George Blanda's record. Let's see. Tom Brady age. Oh, 45. Tom, August 3rd, 1977. Oh, yeah. Okay. He would have to play another 3 years to beat George Blanda's record. That's another 3 seasons. That would be the craziest thing. I guess he'd have too much pride to even go in as a backup. It's just to be on the team. Aaron Rodgers is 39. That's a long ways to go. Ron James is 38. Drew Brees was 44. Rob Gronkowski is 33. Patrick Mahomes 27. Aaron Rodgers 39. Aaron Rodgers have to play another 9 years to break his record. Who was the oldest quarterback in the NFL? I guess Tom Brady would be. Yes, because Blanda switched to place kicker. Age 45, it is well known that Tom Brady is the oldest NFL player for the 22 season, and the Buccaneers have the oldest average roster. Okay. Oh, who is the oldest at the time? Yeah, Tom Brady. Who was the youngest person in the NFL? I don't know. I guess the league minimum is 18. I guess 18, but by not much, I guess. Nick Cross, 20 years entering week one. How does that not? I guess, why can't you have an 18-year-old? Let's see. Latest NFL news. Panthers agree to terms with former Eagles running back Miles Sanders. I heard that name, Miles Sanders. Saints signed ex-Lions running back Jamal Williams to a 3-year contract. Eagles re-signing 6-time Pro Bowler defensive tackle Fletcher Cox for a 12th season in Philadelphia. 2023 NHL Draft. Jalen Carter struggles during Georgia Pro Day workout. Okay. Ravens placing low tenure on QB Tyler Huntley. Team would get no compensation if he signs elsewhere. Commanders accept to sign veteran QB Jacoby Brissett. Hmm. See here. With the 2022 NFL rookie graders ranking the classes, Kenny Pickett. I'm gonna go wash them again. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the washroom. I gotta go use the facilities again. Oh. Oh. Wow, 9:45. Just say anybody. It's hot in this room. I'm gonna open the window again. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm hot. I'll just say that anybody that does real sports talk, sports news, or sports commentary on the radio, like for a living and that, wow, you gotta be really good at that stuff. I'm just, this is draining me out, and I just don't want to go to sleep right now. I really don't want to go to sleep right now. I want to at least go to sleep at 11ish, and I have that dreaded fear of like if I sleep right now, I won't be able to go to sleep at a normal time. I'll wake up at 1 in the morning or something like that. Can't get back to sleep till 5 in the morning. Nonsense. You know, I just hate that. Oh, it's just insane how tired I feel, but yet I could pass out for a couple hours and then ruin my night. I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to fall asleep for a couple hours and end up. I never would have thought doing this was beyond taxing and just killer. I mean, I'm glad I didn't sit on something. I thought I sat on my freaking lap or tablet. That would have been a bummer. Tablet over there. Oh my gosh, it would have been a huge bummer. I could never be able to afford another tablet right now. No, I just don't have the budget for that. I know you can get a free tablet with a free phone, quote unquote. If you get a new phone, sometimes you get a free tablet out of the deal. That's how I got that tablet. So I bought it off someone that didn't really use tablets and paid a price that you average price that was on eBay for that year the tablet. I thought I wanted it at the time, you know. But now I'm kind of like, would I ever buy a tablet? I don't think I'd ever buy a tablet, but I still like having it. But it's not something I would put on my list of things to buy in the future. Like tablets, nah, I'm good. I mean, that tablet's a few years old and it's still good. If all I'm using it for is just using it to surf, that's all you need. It's got no expandable storage. It's fine with me. It, I guess they expect people to use the cloud with a plan. You have all the backup you need. Yeah, cut some of that grease out of my system. I had breakfast earlier. uh, wow, pork sausage links, bacon, eggs, over easy, brown toast. With lots of root beer, diet root beer. I was too tired. I had to walk home from. I can't believe how tired I am. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep right now. I know I could pass out watching TV right now. I could really pass out. And see, I'm by myself, so I'm by myself. I'm to talk to on the phone right now, so I can't watch TV. There's nothing I really wanted to see, anyways. I'm gonna take a look. I gotta put on the see what's see what I missed, or see what I'm missing on television. Oh, that's good. Oh, I need some something, right? Something wet to drink. All right, I gotta open the window before I pass out again. I feel like passing out again. Oh, I can't. Either too hot or too cold. I should just leave it open for a bit and then close it. I don't know how long I should leave it open for. Just close it. Close the window in a bit. Okay. Wow, 21:52. Oh, I feel that breeze coming in nice. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna see what am I missing on television, anyways. I'll just wrap off what's on TV for fun. Okay. All right. Now start with 700s. That's when it starts with the HD channels. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, so this is at 9 p.m. Okay. Lingo, CTV Lingo episode 8. Is that a new series? Never heard of it. Lingo. What is it all about? In this game show hosted by the iconic RuPaul, the simplest of words could be worth thousands of dollars. What the heck? It's a game show. Okay, no problem. Okay. CBC Winnipeg Comedy Festival. Yeah, I'm good. Chicago Fire. Nah, I'm good. Big Brother Canada. Yeah, I'm good. Cold Case, The Key. Yeah, I'm good. Uh, uh, oh, Lingo is on CBS. Okay, NBC, Chicago Fire, PBS, Memory Maker with Daniel. I don't know. Fox, Farmer Wants a Wife, Down and Dirty on the Farm. I have no idea what that is. I'm not probably interested anyway, so. Okay, CTV comedy, Big Bang Theory. Good. Spark, Man with the Plan. No idea what that even means. We got here. Family, not gonna watch it. YTV, Everybody Hates Chris. I thought it was Everybody Hates Raven. Teletoon. I don't even think I catch that anyways. I know I definitely don't catch Teletoon. I don't want to waste packages like cartoons right now. There's no cartoons I'm interested in. Just the curiosity's killing me. What year is this thing? Okay, Batman the animated series. Scarecrow uses fear gas on Gotham. Scarecrow. I never heard of Scarecrow. It's 9 p.m. Well, it doesn't say the original times it was aired. Well, it doesn't really tell you what's the original times that these shows were on. Okay, movie Legend of the Guardians. Yeah, good. All right, let's see what the sports I don't not watching right now. Basketball, Boston Celtics versus Minnesota Timberwolves. All Elite Wrestling. No, my wrestling days are long gone. NHL hockey, Sportsnet. 2025 World Baseball Classic. I thought they were United States versus Colombia. Ooh, I guess there's a little bit of interest in that. Is that Colombia beats USA in a particular score, Canada could advance. Well, it could happen, I guess. World Baseball Classic, NFL, NRL Rugby. This station, OLN, they actually used to have NHL games on there one time. Uh, Impractical Jokers. It's all they show is Impractical Jokers throughout the day and night sometimes. I'm not a big fan of Impractical Jokers. I always think that something like it's not. I'm always thinking like there's probably going to find out that it was a lot of it was pre-scripted before the scripted. It's kind of I don't know. I just don't know. NHRA drag racing. Just never got into it. Never got into like drag racing to the point of watching it on TV. Fox Racing Channel. I would never waste a channel. I don't want to waste that one. That one that's not gonna happen. Sportsnet 360. Everybody gets Sportsnet 360. I think, but with the basic package, I think. Golf films. Never watching Golf Network. The original programming at CBS Sports Network. I don't catch things. I do catch the NFL Network, the NFL Total Access, NFL football. Was there a game? Oh, there's a game at 10 o'clock, I guess. Let's see. There you go. Who's playing? It would be the. What is it? Showtime 10 a.m. What game? Replays of classic NFL games. It doesn't say which one, though. Okay. Sportsman McMillan. What is McMillan? Tom's first ever trip to Oregon is a doozy. He hunts at friend Eric's new. I don't. I really don't want to watch hunting. That's old. Okay, wild. Don't understand that one. Let's see. Fight Network. MMA 42. Curtis versus Say. You gotta be a huge mixed martial arts fan to watch something from MMA 42. Wow, how old is that? Anyway, it's on the Fight Network. I don't catch any of it. What do you look at for? FX, I'll catch. Cooking. I'm not sure if I even catch that. Movie Time, Cowboys and Aliens, Sci-Fi 2011. Salvage Kings, last little town on the left, Dirty Old Cars. Salvage Kings. I wonder what happened to Force. I knew Forged in Fire wasn't going to be on today. That's probably why I didn't even think about watching. I didn't even think about turning it on TV. Forged in Fire hasn't been on in a while. Like they haven't put new shows out or anything. Something happened. I don't know. Maybe someone got her on the show. Dirty Old Cars. In Minnesota, Jeremy recruits his daughter to clean a '63 Imperial. It sounds like a big boat with over 3 decades of dirt, decay, and rodents. That sounds like a boat. I don't know. When it comes to like cars like that, what is this a smaller car like there is in Georgia, a soiled Camaro Super Sport? That's a different category because they're smaller and they're easier. the 63 Imperial. That's probably this is. I think this is a new one. I don't remember seeing this. In Georgia, a soiled Camaro Super Sport is in need of an extensive extraction in order to hit the road again. New episode, yeah. Okay, I guess you can watch it later. Watch it another time. But the Camaro Super Sport, we got okay, but there's only so many of those made. Is it a regular Camaro turned into a Super Sport? Because there is actually there's only so many made with the actual frame. Okay, so 63 Imperial. Oh, that is. I'm gonna take a guess. That is a huge car. Let's see. I don't even 63 Imperial. 63 Imperial. 63 in. I don't even know if it's Chrysler. 63 Impala comes Imper. There's the Imperial Crown Imperial. Okay. As figured, it's huge. It could be. You could even have a convertible. Yeah, this is gonna be a huge car. How long is the 63? And that's right. Why are Chrysler Imperials banned from the demolition derby? Oh yeah, come on. There's not even that many left. Who's demolishing the 63 Imperial these days? It's literally built like a tank. Everything is massive and heavy. This distance between the front bumper and the radiators is like 2 feet. Imperials are banned from demolition derbies because of these advantages. Uh yeah, like who's smashing up a 63 Imperial in 2023? Like that's like the eight. That would be like the 80s, which is kind of they must have been. They must think how common these were at one time. How long is the 65 Imperial? Probably just as long. Yeah, these cars are enormously big. Okay, where was it? Dirty old cars. What's the next one? That's probably an old one. Let's see. Hurts so good. Crusty old Pontiac Silver Street. I think I've seen this one. I'm not sure. Once again, this car's big. It's like it's something I don't know. It's so big. The Chrysler 300 Hertz needs an extensive polish and shine. That's just too big. Salvage King, last hotel on the left. At the site of a famous old hotel, Ted has to deal with a mountain of salvage and a ghost. Okay, whatever. My 600-pound life, Chris P's journey. Wow. 1,000-pound best, the Learning Channel. I don't know. A&E, the first 48. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a good show if you're into it. Pennyworth, the origin of Batman's butler. It's on Showcase. Showcase. Wow. I would never put Showcase in one of my list of stations to get. Fixer to the Fabulous. Fixer to Fabulous. FX has always got It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yes. 100 Huntley Street. Contact Behind the Headlines. Damn, dude. Food Network. Guys Grocery Games. Okay. All Girls Garage. All Girls Garage. What's this one? Velocity? That counts as two channels if you take that one. Nah, I'm good. Oh, Weather Network. Gee, I wonder what's on the Weather Network. Hey, guess it's going to be weather. T&E, Strange Things, the Mormon Tablet. I don't know. Okay. Love Nature, Animals Decoded. Let's see, what do you got here? Smithsonian. Discovery, Moonshiners, Hard Evidence. What do we see about hard evidence? Josh returns from Brazil only to discover an auto fire marshal with pressing questions. Amanda convinces Mark and Hook to make rye risky without using sugar. Digger and Bees race to make a $15,000 whiskey run for Nashville royalty. I don't know. How much of that show is scripted? Who knows? Let's see. AMC, True Lies, Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1994. Wow. Crave got paid for. HBO. Yeah, that's right. Crave. Stars don't bother with silver screen classics. movie. Kind Hearts and Coronets. Comedy. 1949, sorry. Alec Guinness, Dennis Price, Valerie Hobson. No idea. Fuse. No. Vault. No. No idea what that is. Pix. KTLA 5. 38. Vision. Movie. Somewhere in time. Stuff. Movie on Vision TV. Is this Vision? Vision TV. Somewhere in time. Let's see. If I heard a playwright, Christopher Reeve, uses self hypnosis to find the actress Jane Seymour, whose vintage portrait hangs on a grand hotel. In a grand hotel. Phew. Never seen that movie. Big Bang Theory. PBS. My eyeballs are heavy. Alex Wagner tonight. What is that? Oh, MSNBC. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not going to watch news. That really put me out. Alrighty, let's see. Sci-fi. NASA's unexplained files. Did Earth have two moons? Yeah. We're getting, I don't know if I really want to get into that. That's Chris. NASA's unexplained Mars deepest secret. I just don't really, I love astronomy, but I just never get into NASA's unexplained files too much. They come up with just weird stuff. Northwood's Law, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Deja Q, no, the Spencer Sisters, The Simpsons. I probably haven't seen The Simpsons in 20 years plus 20 years. Simpson Safari. A hungry Homer rips into a 30-year-old box of crackers and finds a winning ticket for a trip to Africa. Well, it's expired though, but it's a cartoon, so they'll let it have it. It's kind of expired. That's just a cheap way to get them to go to Africa. Let's see, Simpsons trilogy of error. Marge severs homeless thumb. Lisa creates a grammar robot, and Bart and Milhouse try to bust fireworks smugglers. Well, that's the Halloween stuff, I guess. Simpsons. The other one seems like. Now, they don't really tell you what year it was. Country music television tonight is Everybody Loves Raymond. Okay. Oh, my boy. Vanderpump Rules. Divorce Party Crashers. Slice Smells Alive. Lifetime TLN, my Greek table, Lily's kitchen. Adult Swim is Family Guy, Family Guy, Baby Got Black. Boom. It is amazing how many stations there are out there. Really? Oh, what was the score? Wow, let's see what the score was. And see, let's go with NHL scores. NHLSC scores. Let's see, NHL scores. Alrighty. Oh, it was 2-1 for the Avalanche. Is that final today? Yeah. Oh wow, oh, wow. Leafs lost 2-1. Wow, I didn't expect that. Okay, what else? Where's the other score? Where are they? Oh, Capitals beat the Sabres 5-4. Was it overtime at least? Oh, final shutout today. Okay, at least they got a point out of it. The Sabres, I mean, so the final shutout today. It says final SO today, so it was a shootout. Yeah, so at least they got a point out of it. Let's see. Oilers and Senators 6-3. That's yesterday. That was yesterday. So today would just be Capitals beating the Sabres 5-4 in a shootout. Ducks won. Islanders. That's in the first period. Okay. So the Leafs beat the Avalanche beat the Leafs. Okay. Yesterday. Let's hear this. Leon Draisaitl, Edmonton Oilers cruise past Ottawa. Yeah. Black Sox versus Viewers. NHL scores. We see that. Oh, what was the biggest blow in NHL history? I don't know. The Kenora Thistles versus the Ottawa Silver Seven. 15-0. Oh wow. January 1st. January. Oh wait, no, sorry. January 23rd, 1944. Detroit 15, New York Rangers squad. The most one-sided game in NHL history took place in Detroit on January 23rd, 1944, when the Red Wings blanked the New York Rangers 15-0. Wow. What was the highest scoring NHL game ever? Okay, it was in 1920. The Montreal Canadiens had put on the most goals by a team in one game with 16 scored against the Quebec Bulldogs. Quebec Bulldogs. Why does that make me laugh? Quebec Bulldogs. On March 3rd, 1920. Oh, nice. Say Quebec Bulldogs French. What is the biggest win in hockey history? What does that mean by the biggest win, though? The third match of the men's field hockey in the 1950s. Well, that's general hockey. Yes, I don't think it is hockey. Who's the NHL lead scorer right now? I don't know. Oh, Connor McDavid. That makes sense. 56 goals. Wow, Connor McDavid, 56 goals. What are 4 goals in hockey called? I don't know. What, you score 4 goals? 3 is a hat trick. The 4 is. Okay, when is scoring 4 goals in hockey called? Someone scoring 4 goals in a hockey game is much less common than a hat trick. If a player scores 4 goals in a single game, it's sometimes referred to as a Texas hat trick. I have never heard that term. Texas hat trick. This term is less commonly used than a hat trick, and its origins are uncertain. Oh, everything's bigger in Texas. I would guess. I like you think about it. There wasn't even hockey in Texas at the time of this result, so it must be that everything's bigger in Texas. What is a hat trick? Here you go. Okay, who wore 99 famously in hockey? Come on, we all know that. Wolf Payne. There was the other person. Or was it he? Okay. Wayne Gretzky, number 99, is retired throughout the NHL. I think it was Wolf Paymont wore 99 for Toronto Maple Leafs one time. Is that right? Yeah, Wolfie Paymont wore 99. It's how many times did Gretzky score more than 70? I don't remember. 5 times. Wow. I never realized it. Wow, 5 times. What is the fastest goal in NHL history? Yikes. Uh, that's a tough. I don't remember. The quickest goal scored in an NHL match from the opening whistle is 5 seconds and is shared by Doug Smale for the Winnipeg Jets 1981 and Brian Trottier for the New York Islanders. Wow. Who is the fastest NHL skater ever? I don't know. How did you measure that? How would you measure that? Like, when was it even measured? But let's see. Bobby Orr is among the fastest players. How do we? I don't. I don't know. How do you? All right. Sure, it's cool that they're saying Bobby Orr. That's pretty cool. What was the most watched hockey game ever? Probably something in the outdoor arena, I guess. 1971 Montreal Chicago games. Ooh, 72 Boston. 73 Montreal Chicago. Wow, why is it like 71 Chicago? Oh, because Chicago's a big market. There's a lot of people. It's Montreal. And Boston, New York. That makes sense. Okay. What is the biggest Stanley Cup win margin? I don't know. I never really looked at that before. Boston Bruins 8, Vancouver Canucks 1. That was 2011. Oh, okay, left to be all done in 96. Colorado Avalanche 8. The Florida Panthers 1. Same kind of score. Oh, okay. 8-1 seems to be a trend. Oh, Montreal Canadiens 6. Oops, the other team. Okay. Who scored 7 goals in one NHL game? Toe Blake. I don't know. Let's see. It's no Joel Malone. Joel Malone, the first player to score 5 goals in an NHL game, the only player to score 7 goals in a game, and the overall most prolific, scoring at least 5 goals in 5 games. Oh, cool. How close is Ovechkin to Gretzky? 154 games. Is 94 goals behind Gretzky. 94 goals. It's going to take him another 2 years then, at least. Let's see. It's even more. Maybe two and a bit. It's bar an injury. 2 years, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. That's going to be tough. Who is the world's best hockey player? I don't know. That's pretty arbitrary. It's Wayne Gretzky right now. No spoiler. I thought they meant currently right now. Okay. Who's the fastest to 200 points in the NHL? Who's the fastest to 200 points? Gretzky? Cale Makar has become the quickest defenseman to reach 200 points in NHL history. He did it 12 games faster than the previous mark. I've never heard of this player. Okay. What is the 7-hole in hockey? I never even heard of that. What is the 7-hole in hockey? I think 6 and 7 hole. The 6 and 7 holes are relatively new terms to identify the areas under either armpit of the goalie. Okay, yeah, that's why I never heard of it. It's something neat. Okay, who won the Gretzky trade? Where do we feel like it? Okay, what is the illegal goal in hockey? Oh, that's pretty arbitrary, isn't it? Can you wear 69 in the NHL? I guess you can, but you can't. They don't do it. Desjardins and forward Desjardins and forward Melvin English, 2 games with the Washington Capitals, are the only players in NHL history to wear number 69. They just want to frown upon it. Let's see. What is the Gretzky rule? I didn't even know there was a Gretzky rule. The Gretzky rule stated that when there are coincidental minor penalties, instead of each team playing with one in the 1980s, Gretzky always would statistically outscore the opposition when there were 4 skaters on each side. I didn't even know that. Okay. What is the rarest number in the NHL? We're going to say 69, I guess, right? Oh, what's even rarer than the double zero is the single zero. Only one man has worn this number and is most likely you never heard of him. Neil Shee wore number 0 in 1988 with the Hartford Whalers. I didn't even know that. Double zero, I think at least 4 numbers in NHL. Wait, who hit Wayne Gretzky and never played again? I remember seeing that again. Bill McCurry is the most remembered for his open ice hit on Wayne Gretzky on January 3rd, 1981. The myth that McCurry never played another shift in the NHL is false. The January 3rd game was McCurry's second game in his 12-game NHL career. I only played 12 games, so I guess. Okay. Oh, has anyone worn 99 since Gretzky? Oh, yeah, Wolfie Payline. Is that right? It should be. You cannot wear it. Yeah, but I don't. Okay. But it has been worn by 5 other players. Who are the other 5 players? I didn't. How many? How many? Who are the other 5? Okay. Alrighty. Who broke Gretzky's records? It's been enough less than Gretzky get 1,000 points. What each player has the most hat tricks? No idea. Who was the longest undefeated streak in the NHL? Who's better? McDavid or come on. I don't know if we get to that one. Who is the oldest NHL player still playing? No idea. Craig Anderson. Oh, goaltender for Buffalo. Was the oldest active NHL player. Anderson is 41 years old and plays for the Buffalo Sabres. Yeah. Who has the hardest shot in the NHL? That's a, with today's sticks. It kind of changed from the day. Like, let's see what his speed is. Because 108 Zdeno Chara. I'm not going to take anything from Zdeno Chara, but well, there was a player named Dial Afraidy who had 100. What is it? 100 with a wooden stick that didn't flex. So it kind of you have to give Al Frady that flex stick and see what he could do with it. That would really be fun. What is the coldest hockey game ever played? Probably the outdoor game that was in Edmonton. Minneapolis, minus 5.7 degrees Fahrenheit. That was the temperature of faceoff of the 22 Discovery NHL Winter Classic. Ooh, that was colder than, it was colder than it was colder than the Edmonton Oilers game versus Montreal. Okay. Who is seen as the best NHL player of all time? Gretzky. I'm going to get out. It's probably Gretzky. Has any team won 5 Stanley Cups in a row? If it was yes, it'd be Montreal. The Montreal Canadiens, the only team to win 5 Stanley Cups. They did in 1956 and 1960, which is one of the most dominant title runs by any team in any professional sports. Yeah, he had 16 at the time, too. So, NHL teams, the most Stanley Cup wins. Who won 4 Stanley Cups in a row? Obviously, the Montreal Canadiens. Oilers didn't do it, but then the New York Islanders. I don't know who else. Montreal, of course. New York Islanders. Yeah, that's the one. Who owns the Stanley Cup? I don't think I don't know how it works on it. Wait, that's who owns the Stanley Cup. I don't think the NHL does not own it. It can get into there. How many 0 point games did Gretzky have? Who knows? Did Gretzky score 5 goals a game? Who was the last NHL player not to wear a helmet? Craig McTavish. All right, Craig McTavish. There it is. The last player to play without a helmet was Craig McTavish, who played his final game in the 1996-97 season for the St. Louis Blues. It's funny, they show a picture with someone with a helmet on. Which country is number one in hockey? I'm going to say Canada, right? Or Finland. Yeah, I don't know what they're going by. I don't know. What player has the most Stanley Cups? I'm not sure. Player. Henri Richard, of course. Montreal Canadian at the right time. NHL player with the most Stanley Cups. Okay. Who holds the record for the fastest hockey shot? It's going to be Dana Chara, I guess. So Dana Chara ranking the 10. Okay. How many times did Gretzky score? What is 3 goals in the hockey called? Hat trick. That's easy. Hat trick. Why do goalies slap their stick on the ice? I'm going to guess if they still do that, it's to say that someone's coming out of the penalty box. Yeah, the power plays about there. Yeah, I figure. Why is number 32 retired in the NHL? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Why do some goalies wear 31? I think that was just on the roster at the time. It was either your number one or 31. One was the, of course, top goaltender. 31 was the backup. Yeah, okay. Who was the first NHL player to make what? How much was it? Million? One, two, three, four, five, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Who was the first player to make a million a year? Oh, NHL player to make a million a year. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Harrison was to be a Bobby Hall, 72. But I thought it was for Winnipeg Jets, which was WHA. Okay. Who was the youngest person ever in the NHL? There you can have an 18-year-old. Ooh. Armand Beck Gouglon, born in 1940, played his first game in 42. Armand Beck Gouglon is the girl, the youngest player to make his NHL debut. Oh, it's not going to happen ever again. Age 16. Armand Beck Gouglon will have that record forever, practically. Youngest. He only played 9 more seasons. The Cuban Turtles belongs. Who is the youngest player currently? Gerald Slavkovsky is 18 years old and plays for the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, that could happen. Hockey can have your 18-year-olds, and NBA too. It's easy to have it. You can have an 18-year-old on team. Shane Wright, David. Okay, okay. Who was the best hockey player to ever win a Stanley Cup? Oh, that was a tough. I can't even think right now. Let's see. The best hockey player in the NHL to never win a cup. Good one. Where is it? Okay. Oh yeah, who is the best player? I don't know. Phil Housley holds the record for playing the most games without winning a Stanley Cup. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it can happen. Has anyone ever dropped the Stanley Cup? Lots of times. 62, Charlie Police won the Stanley Cup during a party. After the win, the trophy was dropped in a bonfire, badly damaged. It was repaired at the expense of the team. Okay. Which team lost the most Stanley Cups? I'm not sure right now. Detroit Red Wings? Boston Bruins, 14. Wow. Colorado Avalanche, 0. Yeah, of course, they won it twice when they were in it. Yeah. Let's see. Did Wayne Gretzky wear a helmet? Not really. It was kind of pretty pathetic. It was a Yofa helmet. It was pretty thin. No NHL players used Yofa helmets, include such as Wayne Gretzky, Yarmer Yarder. Yeah. I think Lamoon's was a good. Yeah, but his Yofa helmet was pretty sad. Has any NHL goal ever scored? I guess depends on what you count as a goal. The one that's close, the one that last player touched, or the actual. Let's see. What's it? It's yeah. The reason for the use of the white tape rather than any other colors is distinguish between. No, that's not. Is any? That was the wrong one. Okay. In addition to being the first goaltender to be credited with a goal, Billy Smith was the only goaltender to have scored in a game that he lost. Chris Mason and Daniel Mules are the only goalies to be credited with a goal in both the AHL and the NHL. Hmm. What is the hard? What shot is the hardest for a goalie to stop? I'm gonna say between the legs. Oh, slap shot, of course. Yeah, I thought it meant where. Oh, who wore 99 for Gretzky? Let's see. It should be a list of pages. Okay. Wilf Paymont was the last player other than Wayne Gretzky to wear 99. He played on the Leafs. I remember that. Can an NHL team dress three goalies? The Buffalo Sabres did one time. Let's see. Some teams have gotten creative. For those with the flexibility to carry three goalies on the active roster, the use of the third string goalie on game days have provided the opportunity for the starter to rest. Yeah, you can. I guess you can. I don't see why you can't. It's just that you lose a player. NHL's teams use a third goalie for games that wait to get an extra start. Who's the oldest living NHL player? No idea. Born in Fort William, now it's called Thunder Bay, isn't it? But has called Sault Ste. Marine home. Jim Conker's death on April 2020 has become he became the oldest living former NHL player. He's the second oldest player known to become a centerman. Oh, who was the oldest living NHL player? Steve Wooshie, Wochy. Wow. Who's the oldest NHL rookie? I think that was someone that started when they were 30. Yeah. In 1969, the age of 34, Barlow made his NHL debut as a member of the Minnesota North Stars, becoming the oldest rookie to play in a game in NHL hockey. 34 years old, your first year in the NHL. That is big. That is a weird stat. That is a really strange stat. Who's the highest paid NHL player? Uh, who is the oldest goalie in NHL history? Roger Crochet? Greg Anderson. Jeez. I missed that one. I didn't think it was current. Is it right now? Who is the oldest goaltender in NHL history? Wow, Greg Anderson becomes the oldest goalie in NHL history. Hmm. Can a 16-year-old play in the NHL? Not anymore, that's for sure. Probably no. No para for NHL. The age limit for people to compete in the league is 18 years of age. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess someone born on September the okay. You have to be okay. If you're born on September the 15th, 18 years old. You gotta be 18 years old on September the 15th, and then you can play in the NHL. Okay. Who bought their 17-year-old son a hockey team? Who bought this? James Galante. The team was named for its owner's business, Waste Management. James Galante purchased the franchising rights for 500,000 and named his 17-year-old son AJ president and general manager. That's just too weird. What league again? The UHL. Yeah, whatever. That's just weird. What hockey player never lost a fight? I have no idea. Dave Brown, one of the greatest enforcers in the history of the game. Brown fans claim he never lost. Yeah, there's no real judging in that. There's no rest. That's a tough one. What Canadian team has never won a Stanley Cup? Okay, let me think. Okay, that would be the Vancouver Canucks because they weren't the Vancouver Millionaires. Here it is, Canucks. Close but no cigar is the moniker of the most athlete plus the Vancouver Canucks, who top the list among teams without a Stanley Cup championship. The Canucks are 0 for 3 in final appearances, most recently losing to the Boston Bruins. Okay. Can fans touch the Stanley Cup? Sure, because it's not the original one. I'm going to say yes. Yeah, you can touch it if you want. It's not, it's just a replica, not the real one. The real one's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. Which entity has that's stuff? Let's see. Why did Wayne Gretzky tuck his shirt? I don't know, just a habit, I guess. Gretzky was a 6-year-old wearing a uniform designed for 11-year-olds. He claimed in an interview that his oversized sweater went down to his ankles. Right, he only tucked it on one side. Yeah, that's right. Hey, did Wayne Gretzky lose any teeth playing hockey? I don't know. Oh, he lost three front teeth when he was 10, so wow. Can an NHL goalie use a broken stick? Yes. I'm going to say yes, they can, but it's the player that can't use the broken stick. The goaltender may continue to play with a broken stick until stoppage of play, or until he has one legally provided to him by a teammate. Oh, okay. And what goalie did Gretzky score the most on? That's gotta feel bad for that goaltender. Richard Broder. Oh well, you gotta figure he played. He played the Vancouver Canucks a lot. So can a rookie goalie ever? Can a rookie goalie ever? Has a rookie goalie ever won a Stanley Cup? Yes, I know that one. That's number 29, right? It's what's oh my god, his name is I could see Ken Dryden. Yes, Ken Dryden, right? Kenny Dryden. Murray, 23, became the first goalie to win not one but two Stanley Cups as a rookie after being a late season call up a year ago. They played okay, colors two. There's something neither Patrick Roy, Ken Dryden, or Cam Ward ever managed. Well, Patrick Roy won this rookie year, yeah, that's right. And Ken Dryden and Cam Ward. Okay. Let's see. Let me try. Let's try NFL trivia. What the fuck? I'm gonna call it quits. NFL trivia. It's useful trip football. Okay, football trivia. Let me give it a shot. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, what? Okay, who was the first player drafted in the NFL draft in 1936? Bart Starr, Sammy Baugh, Jay Burwinter, Don Hudson. Ooh, it's between Baugh and Hudson. I'll say Sammy Baugh. Eh. Don Hudson. Eh. Jay. Bing. Jay Burwinter was a top selection. Okay, cool. 1936, originally drafted by Philadelphia. In 1993, what NFL team made offseason trades for Joe Montana and Marcus Allen? Oh, okay, let's see. Wait, in 1993, what NFL team made offseason trades for Joe Montana? Kansas City's Chiefs. Correct. I knew that one. Okay. What team was originally named the New York Titans? The New York Jets. Correct. What team won 3 Super Bowls in the 1990s? Broncos, Patriots, 49ers, Cowboys. 90s. Cowboys, Patriots. Wow. It can't be the Broncos. They only won 2. Patriots was later, isn't it? It was 2000s. 49ers, Cowboys. I'll say Cowboys. Correct. That's right. With Troy Aikman days, yeah. Who was the first player to rush for 1,000 yards in a season? Joe Perry, Jim Brown, Steve Van Buren. Is that a real name? Beatty Feathers? What should be Beatty Feathers? Okay. Joe Perry, Jim Brown. Who was the first player to rush for 1,000 yards in a season? I don't know. I'll say Jim Brown. Wrong. The Beatty Feathers? That name sounds too funny. Correct! Beatty Feathers. I should. You put an obscure name like Beatty Feathers, it's going to be the one. Beatty Feathers, one of the Chicago Bears, rushed for 1,000 yards in the 1934. Barkley, he did it only 19 carries. 8.4 yards per carry average. Wow, imagine how much money he would have made in today's world. Okay, which NFL team features a helmet logo on one side of their helmet? Oh, that's easy. Steelers. Okay, correct. So, what wide receiver caused a sensation his rookie season with a one-handed catch? Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. Correct. During week 12. Yep. Okay. Who holds the best rookie passer rating in NFL history? Marino, Dak Prescott, Robert Griffin III, or Tom Brady? Who's the best rookie passer rating in NFL history? Marino? Wrong. Tom Brady? Wrong. Here we go. Dak Prescott? Correct. Okay. What is the oldest NFL franchise in continuous operation with the same name and the same location? Cleveland Browns? That's easy. Green Bay Packers. What Motown singer tried out for the Detroit Lions in 1970? Oh my gosh. This is good. I like this one. Okay. What Motown singer tried out for the 1970 Detroit Lions? Lionel Richie, Smokey Robertson, Marvin Gaye, Stevie. It won't be Stevie Wonder. Lionel Richie. I don't know. It's just gonna be a wild guess. I'll say Lionel Richie. Grog. Marvin Gaye. Correct. Gaye bulked up nearly 30 pounds and trained with future Hall of Famer tight end Charlie Sanders while preparing for his tryout. He didn't make the cut, but remained close to several players who sang background vocals on this 1971 hit. What's going on? Wow, because of that crazy tryout, he had a song. I like that song too. That's a good song. Ooh, back to sports trivia. Can we get some more? No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Number 2. Okay. Which player holds the NFL record for the longest interception return? Oh, Ed Reed, Deion Sanders, Eric Berry. Okay, it's I don't know. I don't think it's Ronnie Lott. Okay, which player holds the NFL record for the longest interception return? It's either Eric Berry or Ed Reed, possibly. Okay, Ed Reed. Right, I got it. I knew it. Just the way trivia works. You just know it by. It could have been Eric Berry or Ed Reed because I didn't know the answer. I just knew it was one of those two. What team won the first Monday Night Football game ever played? The Canton Bulldogs, no. Arkansas Pros, no. The Philadelphia. I guess what team won the first Monday Night Football game? It's got to be the Chicago Bears. The Philadelphia Athletics is baseball. Wrong. Wait, what team won the first Monday Night Football game ever? Wow, wow! I didn't know that. Okay, wow, the Canton Bulldogs? Nope. The Akron Pros? Nope. The Philadelphia Athletics. Baseball Philadelphia Athletics, managed by Connie Mack and the Philadelphia Phillies, formed professional football teams in 1902, joining the Pittsburgh Stars in the first attempt at a pro football league named the National Football League. The Athletics won the first Monday Night Football game ever played, 39-0 over the oh my gosh, Catawalla Athletic Club at Elmira, New York, November 21st, 1902. The Philadelphia Athletics. I definitely would have thought that was baseball. Okay. What player led the NFL with 27 rushing touchdowns in 2003? Alvin Green, Jamal Lewis, Priest Holmes, Marshall Falk. Oh, this is so good. Because I don't remember who. Oh, 2003. Oh, wow. I don't remember. Jamal Lewis. Wrong. Alvin Green. Wrong. Priest Holmes. Correct. The 23rd. I didn't know it was not Marshall Falk. 2003, Priest Holmes played a vital role in the Kansas City Chiefs' 9-0 start and past 13-3 seasons. He set a new NFL record of 27 touchdowns. Priest Holmes. Yeah, I never really heard too much after that. How many games made up the NFL regular season schedule in 1982? 16. No, still 14? No. Oh, 82. Oh, it's going to be 9 games. Yeah, there was reduced from 9 games as a result of 50-day player strike. Yeah. Forgot about that. I totally forgot about that one. Okay, who was the first professional quarterback to pass for 5,000 yards in a season? Dan Marino, Warren Moon, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Okay, it can't be Tom Brady because it's going to be one of Peyton Manning. Okay, it's between Marino and Warren Moon. Warren Moon. Correct. Moon became the first professional QB to pass for 5,000 yards in a season by reaching exactly 5,000 yards in 1982 while playing for the Edmonton Eskimos in the CFL season. Moon threw a league record. Wow. Well, they counted the first professional quarterback that passed. They counted as CFL one too. Okay. What NFL team scored the most points in a single Super Bowl? 49ers, Cowboys, Patriots, Packers. 49 Cowboys. Cowboys. Nope. 49ers. Yeah. Okay, well, the San Francisco 49ers defeat the Broncos in Super Bowl 10-24. Wow. They set a number of records. 55 point remains the most ever scored by a team in the Super Bowl. The 45 million point margin is the most lopsided win. Wow, okay. Who did I pick first? Cowboys? Patriots? Packers? Why did I get it wrong the first time? Okay. Who was the first African American head coach to win a Super Bowl? Fritz Pollard, Art Shell, Mike Tomlin, Tony Dungy. Long saddled a reputation as a coach who couldn't win the big one. Tony Johnny shook the label when he beat his Indianapolis Colts, beat the Chicago Bears 20 Super Bowl 41. I never understood that game. Why did it was Lovie Smith that was on the other side against Chicago, and why did he not take out the what was it Rex? I didn't understand why he didn't take out Rex Grossman that game. That was a weird game. Okay, which NFL team has the most? Which NFL team has played in both the AFC and NFC championship games? Okay, it's got to be Seahawks. That's right, because they switched the AFC to NFC. Okay, how many times has Drew Brees passed over 5,000 yards in a season? I don't know. That's a wild guess. Let's go three. I'll go three times. No, 5 times? Yep, 5 times. Oh, nice. Which running back set an NFL record with 40 points in a single game? 40 points in a single game. Emmitt Smith, Lavinia Tomlinson, Jim Thorpe, Ernie Nevers. I'll go Jim Thorpe. No, Ernie Nevers. That's right. A Thanksgiving Day. I knew it was going to be old like that. 1929 superstar running back Ernie Nevers scored all 40 points in the Cardinals' 46 victory over the Chicago Bears, an NFL record that still stands today. Wait, which Chicago Card was it? The Chicago Cardinals, 1929. It must have been the Chicago Cardinals. Okay, we're going to number three now. Okay, all right. Which player supposedly put a 50-year curse on? I know that one. 50-year curse on the Detroit Lions. Bobby Lane. Correct. I knew that one. Okay. Who was the first player in NFL history to pass for 400 yards, throw 4 TD passes, and rush for 50 yards in a single game? Okay, 400 yards pass, throw 4 touchdown passes, and rush. Sean Watson, Michael Vick. I don't know. I'll go with Dak Prescott. Nope. Sean Watson. Yep, week 8 of his rookie season. Houston is Sean Watson. Wow. Okay. Which NFL player legally changed his name to match his jersey? Oh, Joe Cinco, Chad Johnson. That's right. Yeah, we all know that one. What quarterback did Tampa Bay trade away for the second and fourth round draft picks in 1987? That would have been, I think that was Steve Young. Yeah, that's crazy. He was deemed a bust by the Buccaneers. Wow, what an insane situation that must have been. Wow. What team drafted Brett Favre? The Falcons, Vikings, Packers, or Raiders? Who's he? The Falcons. That's right. Favre was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons in the second round of the 1991 draft by head coach Jerry Glanville. Did not approve and said it would take a plane crash for him to put Favre into the game. Favre attempted 4 passes for the Falcons and was intercepted twice following what's easy. Wow. Jerry Glanville made a big mistake out of time. Wow. One of the only 2 teams from the NFL's founding franchise that remain active. Packers and Browns, Vikings and Giants, Bears and Cardinals. That's the one. That's right. They knew that. The Decatur Staleys and the Chicago Cardinals. Yeah. Who's the only starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams? Who's the only starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl? Tom Brady. No, wait. Who's the only starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams? It's not Tom. Wait, didn't he? Wait. Who is the only starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl with 2 different teams? It's not Tom Brady? Peyton Manning? But Tom Brady. How old is this? Because Tom Brady, it should have had Tom Brady in this one too. Okay. What year was the sudden death overtime period adopted by the NFL? I can't remember. It wouldn't be 84. I think it was. I think I was watching football pre 84. 74? Yeah, I do that. I knew it would be 84. Okay. How many weeks did the NFL regular season last in 1992? Oh, this is another trick question. There must have been a strike. Okay, 18, 17, 16. Oh, boy, 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 boy. Who was 16? Nope, 92. Yeah, 92. I don't know. I can't remember which one. Which which Titans wide receiver was tackled 1 yard short of a potential game tying TD at Super Bowl 10, 20, 30? Is that right? 34? Derek Mason. No. Chris Sanders? Vet Yancey Thigpen? Kevin Dyson? He was the receiver. I thought he was a tight end. Let's see. Chris Sanders? No. No, it's He was the touchback throwback to the one. Okay, I'll try one more. Four of the five picks in the 1989 NFL draft, Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, Derek Thomas, and Deion Sanders, are all in the Hall of Fame. Who was the bust? Wait, four of the first five, four of the first five picks in the 1989 draft, Troy Aikman, Barry Sanders, Derek Thomas, and Deion Sanders are in the Hall of Fame. Who was the but? Oh, who was the one that was but? Blair Thomas, Tim Worley, Rick Meyer, Tony Manning. Um, it's either Rick Meyer or first picks in NFL. There, the answer. I'll go with Rick Meyer. Nope, it wasn't Tony Manning. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Who was the only Super Bowl MVP to have played on the losing team? Uh, I can't remember now. Len Dawson, Chuck Howley, Randy White. I don't remember Chuck. The MVP, let's say, Chuck Howley. I don't even know I knew that, but that's amazing to do it. Who holds the single season record for touchdown receptions? Tim Brown, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Jerry Rice. I don't know. It's Randy Moss. Correct. 2007. Nice. That was a good guess. What former Dallas Cowboy replaced Phil Simms on colors for NFL telecast on CBS? Tony Romo, Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson. Yeah, Sims was the color commentator for a long time. It was either I don't think it was Troy Aikman. I don't know. Daryl Johnson. Nope. Troy Aikman. Nope. Tony Romo. Oh, following. He was that long. I didn't know he was that. I thought Phil Simms was earlier, went behind the scenes before that. Okay. Who was the first openly gay player drafted by an NFL team? It didn't really last long, but Michael Sam, right? Yeah, Michael Sam was okay. Okay. How many passes did Brett Favre attempt for the Atlanta Falcons? Oh, they had the answer earlier. 4. Okay. Which player broke quarterback Bob Greasy's leg during the Dolphins' perfect 90s? Ooh. Uh, I don't know. Harvey Martin, L.C. Greenwood, Jack Youngblood. I don't know. I don't know. L.C. Greenwood, Chris Pittsburgh? Nope. Jack Youngblood? Nope. Harvey Martin? Nope. Deacon Jones? Nicknamed the Secretary of Defense, Jones was specialized in quarterback sacks, a term which he coined. Oh, I didn't know that. Deacon Jones was the first one to say sacks. Okay. Well, because sack means you're fired in England. That's funny. What was the name of the no huddle offense the Bills used under Coach Barley? Running? No. The K gun. How many playoff games did the Cardinals win during the 28-year stay in St. Louis? I'm not sure. It's either zero. It's zero. Yep. Never winning a game. That's right. The Baltimore Ravens are one of the only two NFL teams that have a perfect season, a logo faces left, a marching band, no cheerleaders. I gotta say a marching band because they have a marching band. Yeah. Yeah. That's too much fun. I'm gonna try another one. Okay, one more. That's there. You go. Quits. It's getting late. What Colts running back twice led the league in receptions? I don't know. Marshall Falk. No. Colts running back. Joe Washington. Lionel Mitchell. Lionel Mitchell. What a complete guess that was. Okay. Under head coach Don Coryell asks, how many consecutive years did the Chargers lead the NFL passengers? Oh, I don't know. I'll try five. I'll start with five. Nope, four, six, 6 years. Wow, with Dan Fouts at quarterback, San Diego Air Coryell was among the greatest passing offenses in NFL history. The Chargers led the league in passing yards 1978 to 83 and again 85. It's funny how I watched. Yeah, I used to be a San Diego. I didn't realize it was 6 years in a row, but 78 to 83, I was watching Chargers and up to 85. And then 86, I switched gears to the Bills. Jim Kelly went there. Okay. What was the only team that beat the Jaguars in 1999? I didn't know. Oh, what was the only team that beat the Jaguars? Wait, what was the only team that beat the Jaguars? Wait, I'm confused. I'm like, they sound like that was good. I don't remember. Oh. Including the playoffs, the Jags had a 15-3 record in 1999. All three losses came at the hands of the. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. 15-3. Wow. And all three losses came at the Titans. I forgot all about that. What a quirky. That was a quirky question. I didn't even. I'll try one. I'm so hooked on it. I'll do the last. Oh, it's only one left. Okay. Is there one left? That's it. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Okay. I am going to call it quits. So it is getting late. I'm tired. Oh, wow. This is good. Let's see. Wow. It's 10 after 11. Oh, okay, good. I'm gonna just switch gears now. Shut this off. If I fall asleep now, I'll be perfect. I could set myself up. I better shut the window in case it gets too cold if I fall asleep. I seem to be good right now. Oh wow, I am totally exhausted. I hope I fall asleep. Okay, I'm gonna shut this live stream off right now. Oh, you did your job, live stream. You kept me up. That's all I wanted to do is just stay up for a bit. That's all I ever wanted to do. We got a whole love. Yeah. Got a whole love. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Say goodnight, Pedro. Good night, Pedro. Okay.